Hello everyone, myself Darshan is pursuing my graduation at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore in Department of CSE. Today we are going to learn about the pointer aliasing. Now, let us know some basic concepts of embedded system. Embedded system as a microcontroller-based, software-driven, reliable, real-time control system. As it is microcontroller or microprocessor-based system which is designed to perform a specific task. For example, a fire alarm is an embedded system. An embedded system also has three components. It has hardware, it has applicable software, it has real-time operating system. Now, let us know about some basic characteristics of embedded system. They are classified into seven types. At first, single function, tightly constrained, reactive and real-time, microprocessor-based, memory, connected, SW systems. Now, let us speak briefly about the characteristics of embedded system. At first, single function. An embedded system usually performs a specified operation and does the same repeatedly. For example, a pager always functions as a pager. Next, tightly constrained. All computing systems have a constraints on design, but those on an embedded system can be especially tight. Design is a measure of an implementation features such as an cost, size, power, and performance. It must be a size to fit on a single chip. It also must perform fast enough to process data in real time and consume minimum power to extend battery life. Following by reactive and real-time, many embedded systems must continuously react to changes in system environment and must compute certain results in the real time without any further delay. Followed by microprocessor based, it must be a microprocessor or microcontroller based. Following by memory, it must have a memory as its software usually embeds in ROM. It does not need any secondary memories in the computer. Next, it is connected. It must have connected to peripherals to connect input and output devices. At last, HW and SW systems software is used for more features and flexibility, where hardware is used for performance. Let us know about some real-time examples of embedded systems. There are many types of sectors. In that, we're going to discuss about few sectors, that is medical sector, transportation sector, and manufacturing sector. Let us now speak them as briefly. First is medical sector, consists of MRI, CT scanners, ultrasound scans, radiation therapy. Followed by their transportation sectors consists of GPS trackers, anti-lock braking systems or ABS and control systems, as well as airbags, traffic controls for airspace, highways, railway tracks, and shipping lanes. They are also used in the manufacturing sectors. Real-time embedded systems are also used into advanced plants and factories like as robotics, AI systems, and lot devices performs various processes by monitoring sensors and controlling assembly line operations. Moving on to the advantages and disadvantages of the embedded systems, let us now talk about the advantages. They are easily customizable, low power consumption, low cost, enhanced performance. As it consists of advantages, it must too consist of disadvantages. It also has two disadvantages: high development effort, larger time to the market. As we know about some basics of embedded system, now let us to talk about some basics of pointer. A pointer is a variable that holds the address of another variable. That is, points allows to you to access and manipulate the contents of memory directly. It also consists of a syntax, data type, pointer, variable. Samples for a pointer in C are: it stores the address of the number variable and contains the address of the number. This is the output of the pointer C variable, which stores the address of the number variable is FFF4, address of P variable is FFF4, and the value of P variable is 50. Moving on to the aliasing, let us know what is an aliasing. Aliasing describes a situation in which a data location in memory can be accessed through a different symbolic names in the program. Thus, modifying the data through one name implicitly modifies the values associated with all alias names, which may be not expected by the programmer. Let us know about the pointer aliasing. Two pointers are said to be aliased when they point to the same address. This introduces constraints on the order of instruction execution. If two write actions that alias occurs in program order, they must happen in the same order on the processor and cannot be reordered. This is also the case for a write followed by a read followed by a write. The compiler often doesn't know which pointer can alias and which pointer can't. That is, for example, a function takes two pointers a and b, which has the same value, then the name a of 0 alias the name of b 0, that is, the pointer a and b alias each other. C99 introduces the restrict keyword that specified that a particular pointer argument does not alias any other. If you know that pointer do not overlap, using this keyword to give the compiler this information can yield significant improvements. However, misusing it can lead to incorrect program functions. The restrict keyword qualifies the pointer and not the object being pointed to. This consideration is not specific to ARM architecture, hence using GCC, who can enable the C99. Let us know about the examples on pointer aliasing. Function increments two timer values by a step amount. Void timers v1 int pointer timer 1 int pointer timer 2 and int pointer step. The few instructions that are used in the example are arithmetic instruction add, move instruction move, pseudo instruction LDR, light dependent register, which loads the register value, STR instructions, which stores the register value into the memory. Hashtag 0 is immediate value of offset. From these examples, we can say the compiler loads from step twice. A compiler optimization called common sub-expression elimination. Pointer step was only evaluated once, which eventually reused for second occurrences. However, the compiler can't use the optimization here. The pointer timer 1 and the pointer step might alias one another. In other words, compiler cannot be sure that the write and write to timer 1 doesn't affect to the read step. In this case, the second value of pointer step is different from the first and as the value of pointer timer. Hence, this forces the compiler to insert an extra load. How to avoid pointer aliasing? Do not rely on the compiler to eliminate common sub-expression involving memory accesses. Instead, create new local variables to hold the expression. This ensures the expression is evaluated only once. Avoid taking the address of local variables. The variable may be insufficient to access from then on. Moving on to the conclusion on the pointer aliasing, at last we will talk about the strict alias rule was introduced to give the compiler vendors some leeway regarding optimizations. By default, the compiler assumes that pointers to incompatible type never alias. As a consequence, the programmer has to make sure that this rule is obeyed. If convert is used on an ARM-based platform, you might be get a bus error exception that could crash your system. Thank you for watching the video. Do follow, subscribe.